Okay. How about this? Is this working? I think audio issues will always win over me. Can see you. Ah, there. Awesome. Hi guys. Hi Val. Hi Mikey. Hi Box of Paint. Yeah, I had disabled sound. Hey, Carolyn. Bonjour. Grab your beverages and your snacks, people. Does anyone else here like has well, I don't know how to say it, but you know what bruxism is? Like when you clench your jaw too hard while sleeping and you grind your teeth together. I have a thingamajig that you put in your mouth while you sleep so that you don't grind your teeth, but still clench my jaw really hard on it, and it feels so stiff and painful. Like I have a sore jaw from clenching too hard on nothing. Bleh. It hurts so bad. I was asking Mr. E, I was like, hey, when you poke your jaw at this spot, does it hurt? And he's like, nope, should it? And I'm like, it shouldn't, but dang, mine really hurts. It's really, really sore. I may get my first pair of glasses this weekend. Ooh! Always a small period of adjustment when you get a new pair of glasses or a first pair of glasses, but once your eyes are used to it, it's really awesome to be able to see. Yeah, I have a thingamajig too. I know what the name is in French, but I don't know what's it called in English. Like my teeth would be finished if I didn't have that. I found out last week that my scallop thong. Sorry about that. Let's start over. I found out last week that my scallop tongue is because of clenching. Dentist told me I need to actively keep my teeth apart. It's easier said than done. Like fine for the night for sleeping. There's the retainer thingy, but for the rest of the day, like I often catch myself clenching my jaw when I'm like focusing on a piece of painting or like doing pretty much anything. Oh, by the way, Box of Paint, that drawing painting that you did of your little family was so freaking cute. It's really, I'm very aware and mindful when my shoulders go up. Oh yeah, never focused on my jaw before. It's so easy to forget about the jaw, seriously. And like, hold on. Okay. Yeah, jaw is so easy to forget. Have you had your dentist look at your bite? I will bring it up next time I see them. I think if I'm consciously closing my mouth, it's fine, but it's like when I sleep with my face on the pillow, I think it like skews my jaws, so I end up being sore anyway. I'll still grind my teeth at night, but no problem after I wake up. Oh, that's fortunate. Hey, Sally, hi, by the way. Val. Oh my gosh, box of paint. Oh. On the table with the season wide, so I figured I'd find him sooner or later. Oh my gosh. Dentist told me that a night guard will help with grinding, but nothing. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. Like it will prevent from grinding your teeth to the nerve, but it's the clenching will still happen. Deathly scared of grinding my teeth. My canine completely lost their point. Oof! Ouch. Yeah, I use the drugstore night guards, the one that you kind of have to mold yourself at home, for a really long time. The thing is with those is that you go through them really quickly. And then eventually I fell under the insurance of Mr. E. And that makes the whole night guard, like professionally made night guard, a lot more affordable. Because I think without the insurance, it was like $500. It was super expensive, I don't remember. But with the insurance, it was much more affordable. And I think it lasts longer, though I feel like mine is already getting like cracks in it, and I wish I could like know exactly how much pressure I put on my teeth at night. If they could give you one of those horrible... Oh, dude. Seriously. Like, those things, they... Why are these things so freaking sharp? Yeah, it would be a drool fest. Like when they say, okay, bite on the thing, and you're like, I'm trying, but it's stabbing me at three points in my mouth. Hold on, I'm trying to just like... Ugh. They hurt worse than any of the shots. It's really one of the most painful thing I've experienced at the dentist. Mind you, I haven't had a lot of really intense work done. But yeah, like the... Oh, ouch. It hurts so much. Yeah, we need a different approach. Instead of letting people clench their jaw and protecting the teeth, we need to make it so that you sort of don't clench your jaw at all. Bite the guard for x-rays and keep your eyes open while it blow you. Are two areas that I felt miserably. Yeah. What? When do they say blow in your eye? Like, I assume that's at the optometrist, but I really hate at the optometrist when they try to figure out your prescription for glasses, and like they have the big sort of glasses, like the big thing they put in your face with all the the lenses that they can rotate and mix and match and flip. And, you know, they kind of start with like the basic adjustment, and then they have to figure out other adjustments. And there's a point where they will put like lenses in your eyes and they'll be like, which is better? Sorry, which is better? This one? Click, or this one? And most of the time it's like, well, none of them actually. They're quite similar. One is wobbled that way and the other one wobbles that way. So, and I guess I could just simply say that, but as a kid, like, I've had glasses for a long while, and as a kid I was always like, I absolutely have to choose. Can I see them again? Click, click. And I'm like, this one? And I never really figured out the point of that, but I think it's for high pressure to see if you have hardening, but I'm blinking like crazy. It's always funny when they be like, please don't blink. Like, I'm trying. What do you think I'm trying to do? It was a bit like that at the gym when they do the physical tests for the, like, assessing what you need to improve when you get like a training program at the gym. And there's always the one when they're like, okay, we need to assess how flexible you are. So you sit with your legs flat on a thing and your back straight, and you have to bend forward and push a thing. It would always be like, okay, go bend it, and I bend and I push the thing, and like, okay, really try. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? Do you really think I'm like holding out? No, I'm just not flexible. Freaking jaw. It's like the foot sizer thing. Yeah, a bit. Yeah. But you have to push with your fingers, and it sort of evaluates how, like depending on how far you can push the thing, it determines. Anyway, it says how flexible you are, and I'm a like chubby 5 feet tall person. I don't have any flexibility. Like, my limbs are short, and when I try to bend over, I have fat in the way, so not flexible. People assume I'm flexible because of my scrawny limbs, but I swear it's not. I'm like a twig. Oh no. So true about eye exams. I hate getting drops. Oh yeah. Hey Malvina. Hi. Hi April. Hi guys. In my case, stiff as a board. Yeah, that's more like it. Painting, bird watching, driving, movies. Oh yeah. Definitely one of the, like, for anyone who can see and who has always been able to see, in a way, it's really hard to imagine living without sight. I would be the crankiest blind person of all time. Yeah, that's not a fun thing to imagine, honestly. My grandfather progressively lost his eyesight because I don't remember what was the issue. Like, I know it, but I can't bring it to mind right now. Oh, it's something with the retina, I think. But he progressively lost sight. Like, let's say this is your field of vision. He progressively lost sight from the middle of his field of vision. So you could see on the edge, and then you could see no more. But he was still very lucid and aware. So that literally just pissed him off. was really just mad that he couldn't see, like couldn't read, couldn't watch TV, couldn't, you know. My mom conquered all sorts of difficulty health-wise, but her sight going was the most challenging. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad having high sight and hearing just so I can enjoy art and music. Definitely. If I had to keep only one, though, I would prefer to have sight. Like, I really enjoy music, but dude, losing sight would be worse, I feel like. Macular. Yeah, I think that's it. Wow, Carolyn. You were able to put that together just from my description of it. That's pretty awesome. That's what I was diagnosed with, and they were so flipping casual about it. Wait, what? Do you have that, Bugsabite? Holy moly. I'm a nurse. Yeah, but even then, I mean... Kudos. Hereditary. Is it hereditary? No. Yeah, hereditary stuff is fun. Yeah, as much as I feel sad to listen to beautiful music again. Yeah. There was we had a deaf guy in my class at college, and yeah, he was well, he was talking. He was signing about a party he went to once, where like basically you can have like big rave or parties for deaf people. It's really weird if you can hear, but if you can't hear, it's all focused on like having a lot of bass and vibration and that kind of stuff. So you get to experience the music, but in a different way. Oh my gosh, Max a point. Come to think of it, I don't know a lot of people that still have full how can I say this, full usage of all of their senses. Got this prescription and it told me sunshades at all times outside, and the varifocals were prepped because it will only get us. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope they find a way to sort of help with it. Like my granddad was quite some time ago, so dang. My mom had it and means that I will, but went from -25 in left eye to +4. Ooh. Wow, that's pretty intense. It's a good thing cats are a very tactile experience as well. That will always be fun, regardless. Like flump flump. I should probably get started on something. I finished all of the Patreon portraits, so I'm very happy with that. Is that? Yeah, okay, that's visible. So I had to make 16. I think I needed like 13, but like what's the point of making just one on a sheet of paper? So I made like 4 batches of 4. So I have 16. And if I have any left, I will just eventually sell them on Etsy, probably. I don't know how you'd get rid of any of them. They're amazing. What do you mean, the portraits? Or the senses? There's just such a long delay. Like, there's such a stupid delay with streaming on YouTube that it's pretty difficult sometimes to keep track of stuff. I'm always worried that as I do the batches of these, like, the last 4 won't look like the first 4. But I think I did okay this time. I think I managed to keep things relatively consistent. Indeed, the portrait. Well, I always scan all of the art I send out. But yeah, I'm glad. I mean, what would I do with so many paintings in here? Like, I already have too much. I'd have backstories for them all and get a little possessive. Oh. But yeah, I already have like way too many paintings that I don't know what to do. So I'm always glad when I can be like, oh, these are going to other homes. Fine, go, go, go. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Sorry. The advantage of scanning artwork is that it doesn't take any physical space. Also figured out something quite fun to do. At some point I was like, well, I can't really keep doing like the same schminke granulating colors for the backgrounds all the time. Like, it's gonna be really repetitive. So I wanted to try something a bit different. So what I did is I put down a sort of an even layer of a staining transparent color, and then I painted the granulating color on top, and I was like, oh, that's actually quite fun. And I think it works really well. I'm trying to find the... Okay, so basically, like this one has blue, like a staining blue and then a granulating color, while this one is just a granulating color on white. And these, like these two, this had a sort of a quinacridone burnt orange layer, and then exactly the same granulating color as you have here. But this one is on white and this one is on a colored background. And I was like, oh, that works quite well actually. I'd have backstories for them all. That's funny. I don't, like, I draw them, but I don't have any backstories for them. Thank you. It's a really fun effect. If you guys have any of the granulating colors, or any granulating colors really, like you can get some really awesome dimensions. Say you have a viridian, which is a granulating green, sort of a PG7 in hue. Well, if you use that over a staining color like a quinacridone burnt orange, or over a staining color like a phthalo blue, like you let the staining color dry and then you add the granulating color on top, you get some really fun effect. I finished the swatches from the gouache from last week. Oh no, that's not the proper schedule. What is it? Oh, think it's here. Ultramarine is one of my favorite paints just because of the effect. Yeah, if you can find a really good granulating ultramarine blue, it's so pretty. Okay, so I finished these from last week, if you guys remember. So this was sort of the first color with every single one of the other colors. And then that was the next color with all like exactly like the mixing chart, like the colors that cross one another, but you then decline every mix in all in various degrees of one color or the other. And it was relatively time consuming, but I found out a couple of mixes that I was really surprised by. Let's see if I can find one of these. These are pretty what you'd expect, but there was a couple of mixes that I was like, I think I was a bit surprised to see how you can get some like skin tone like colors from mixing this super vibrant green with the reds. So that was really interesting. One of the joys of paint making for me is finding out what stains granulating colors and what just looks pretty. Oh yeah. I'm so confused. I had to do these like alternatively, so I never know which way is. Okay, that's the last of it. Sorry. So I don't think I can mix a really nice purple with these colors. Like mostly muted ones. But for everything else, like it has nice greens, it has a lot of skin tones. I'm wondering what new art supplies to get since Black Friday. Oh, when is it? Like our Thanksgiving is not at the same time as the American Thanksgiving, so I need to switch beverage. Also, something I've been really enjoying is an 8B pencil. This here. In my palette, I made a green called Skin Green because it neutralizes my Queen Red, Scarlet, and Violet for quick skin tones. Ooh! That's such an interesting name for a color, can you imagine? So yeah, I've been sketching more with like the super like soft pencil that I can find, and I think I prefer that. You can't even sharpen these in a regular sharpener because the lead will break. You kind of have to sharpen them with an X-Acto blade. And then I have a really cool pencil holder, a pencil extender thing. It's really comfy. So it is in November. They don't advertise what will be on sale early, right? So you can't exactly prepare for Black Friday. You just kind of have to wake up and hunt for good deals. I remember wanting a pencil brush for a long. Ooh! Where do you think you'll be able to find one that's a good price for Black Friday? Do you know where you look? And like, I don't even sharpen my pencil, because the thing is, if your pencil is not sharpened when you have a really thick lead and it kind of looks like this, well, you always have an angle that you can use for like final lines, but then you can use the tip of it for broader strokes. I find that more useful than having a point that will inevitably become flat really quickly. Not sure if Jet Pens... I don't think Jet Pens does Black Friday deals as far as I remember. But I know they have the really pretty Menso brushes. I mean, I hope they do Black Friday deals, but they don't often have deals on Jet Pens. I think the fact that they offer free shipping from orders $25 and up to the US makes it so that they don't necessarily have the overhead to do big discounts and deals. I had seen the Kuretake, but I also seen some from Deleter. Yeah. What calls to you in the Menso brushes? Hey, Paulo, hi! The Kuretake one is definitely the most pricey one. I think one of them is made with actual, like, sable hair, and you have others that are made from synthetic. Hey, Okuni, hi! Hi guys, welcome! I'm back in Texas again. How was your trip? Just finished dinner and it's time for What was for dinner? Now visiting the site, Pentel seems to have been selling Menso brushes too. Huh. With the liter 3, there is a 3 set of big, medium, and small, but it costs a few dollars more. Indian takeout chili paneer. What goes in it? Like, paneer is the cheese, that much I know, and chili is the spices, but what else do they put in there? And like, do you eat it with rice? Pentel are the cheapest by far. Well, you can always check on JetPens. They tend to have reviews too. So, hey, Jellybean, hi. Pepper and onions. And no, I had naan bread with garlic and cheese. Ooh, wow. I was disrupting my inertia. Austin to LA on the Texas Eagle, LA to Seattle on the Coast Starlight, Seattle to Chicago on the... Wow. The largest size of the Pentel brushes is only $4.15 US. Wow, that's cool. I was taking the pops out and headphones cut out all but chili paneer. Yummy. And they all have 4 stars or more. Ooh. I mean, even if they were duds at that price, it's not too big of a hit to take. I'm a cheapskate. I mean, inexpensive brushes get a bit of a bad rap, but if you get like not necessarily dollar store brushes, but like good inexpensive brushes, they will last you a long time. And like synthetics, they keep their shape really well. Chicago to Washington DC and Washington to Vermont. Then I was all trained out and I flew nonstop from Boston to Austin with a lot of people going to ACL. What is ACL festival? Isn't that a tendon in the knee? Shoulder? I don't remember. Carolyn, help me! Austin City Limits Festival. What is it about? Oh, I'm right. Yay! You know, when your brain latches on a piece of information but doesn't keep the whole information in there. Just like, oh, I remember hearing people saying, I tore my ACL, but I'm like, where is it? Anterior crucial ligament. Ooh, that's not a good one to tear, I guess. Ouch. Oh, that sounds really painful. Blah. Oh, cruciate. Well, crucial was pretty on point too, I guess. I've only just gotten out my silver black brushes, but my normal day today are the Pro Arte cheapy ones that are black with a yellow stripe. Yeah, those are indestructible. I remember getting brushes from a brand called Artscape on Amazon, and they were amazing. And they were prettiful. Yeah, I mean, seriously, here I can get a brand called Noble. It's not one of those. Do I have a Noble brush? Oh yeah, I have one here. So it's basically just, well, Nobel. Anyway. So this one I use for inking, so it's a bit stiff because the ink always goes up in the ferrule and it's really hard to completely wash it up. Sorry. But whenever I put it back in the water, like, this will soften again. But I mean, these, except that the ferrule became a bit slack, like, but once it's taped with washi tape, it's gonna be good for years. But it is crucial. Definitely. Ligaments are really great, actually. I think a dude, like a neighbor my dad used to go play tennis with, they were not particularly in shape, but they would go play tennis at a nearby park, and let's assume that this is a foot. Well, they were playing, and at some point the ligament in his heel simply detached. Just bye. And he had to use what's the name for them? You know, the thingies for walking. Like, you put them in your armpit, and they have a, like, these thingamajig. I have a set of those Artscape brushes. I use them for plein air because they came in a nice case. Ooh, definitely take a look at that. I'm always on the lookout for things I can recommend to people. I was afraid I was going to lose brushes on the train, so I took Acacia thin line brushes. Oh, crutches, yes. That's it. I only have in mind the inking pens that are called thin line, I think. Is that's not exactly what you're referring to, right, Okuni? I generally buy products that are affordable, but they're not cheap to the point that it's obvious they fall apart after. Yeah, exactly. Like, you want something that is exactly in the middle between, like, affordable and like decently made, so it will last for a bit. The brush Jackson sold while I was checking out was one of the Winsor Newton faux sable brushes. But Fake said, get your good brushes out of storage first. The black velvet one are so soft, though. I traded mine and I ended up sending them to Sterling. I'm realizing that I really enjoy, like, just synthetic brushes. For the kind of work I do, like, I don't do, like, super expressive work that benefits from having a special brush. Yes, they're full of sailor ink. When the ink runs out, you can rinse them and use them with rain. Really? I don't think I'm thinking of the right ones. Hang on. Oh, maybe I am. These ones. Oh, I have some cool stuff in there. Huh. Sorry. I have Rosemary brushes with the new red synthetic fiber. They are amazing. Ooh. Last time I checked, they were not super like great to get over here. But maybe that has changed. I thought there were 6 of these. Is there only 5 of these? I guess so. Yeah, only Seiboku and Sumi-Iro. I think they have in ink bottles, but oh, so you can refill these, huh? I like them because they are like nice and thin and also waterproof and color. The colors are really lovely. I thought there was 6 of them. When the acacia run out, they can be soaked in distilled water and reused. Oh, really? Whoa. Good to know. Always glad to find ways to not put stuff in the trash. I'd forgotten how awesome the silver black brushes are. I used the business out of them for a long time, but when I moved rooms, they stayed stored for way too long. Oh. These are the same as the bottled celery. Yeah, I have never seen like the green ones. Or the plum one. For me, they were a bit too soft, the silver black brushes. But they are like gorgeous brushes, that's for sure. Oh, something funny happened. Hey, Ginger! Hello! The paper I'm using a lot at the moment is super thirsty, so the extra water on the brushes has made it much nicer to work with. What's the paper you're using then? Curious to know. Alex, how are you? How is the little family? So while the delay catches up, I'll continue my little story. But this morning, I saw out the window that one of the visitor cats was there, Chaz, and he was being like super cute, just like chilling in front of the window. And then I saw him like notice something and get up towards the thing he noticed. And I was like, huh, what's up? So I got closer to the window and I saw that he had walked towards someone that was standing in the pathway. And the person was talking to him and like petting him, and he seemed pretty happy. And eventually the dude just like picked him up and left with him. So I think it was one of his humans. I was just really surprised to see the person like grab him like a baby, you know, like when the cat is in your arms like that, like with the paws up in the air. And he just like picked him up and left with him. And I was like, oh, okay. Fine. We're okay. I was sick all day. Oh no. Oh no. Dang, that really sucks. Ugh. But after some TLC and lots of sleep, definitely. I'm glad you do. I hope you feel like fully better quite soon. Indigo paper. It's handmade Caturday, but it seems a bit tougher. And you can see the cotton grid under transparent colors. Ooh! I've seen it in a couple of places. It's just absurdly expensive. Paper swoons. I'm pretty sure the swatch card. Oh! Ooh. That's good to know, because I kept looking at it, like at your swatches, and I was like, dang. I mean, your colors are absolutely beautiful, but they look so good on paper. Let me grab it, actually. It's got the occasional lump or bump, but that makes it more awesome. Definitely. Of course, there's a cat hair. Ah, yeah, I remember that. That's beautiful paper. I'm so in love with Forest Dragon. That kind of made me want to mix, you know, the basic metallic colors with all my colors. Ah, and Moonbeam. They're so beautiful. Where do you get this paper? Also, really like the color shifting shimmer pencils you use for that. So I meant to pack Hide and Snakes paperback tunnels for trip, but they didn't make truck. When we learned of extension, I reordered. Move Tuesday, Hide and Snakes direct to hotel Friday. Happy Kitties. Yay! Okay, that's good, that's good. It has been alright. Yeah, definitely. Right? They look amazing. I ordered it on Amazon and I think it's around the £15 mark for 50 sheets. Dude, that's a great deal. Over here, like everything I've seen with Indigo paper was basically costing an arm and a leg. Seriously, like, I know that's what Angela Fair uses, I think. And it's really expensive. I think I'll have to do a bit of digging and see where it's made. I'm also really eager for the B paper watercolor paper to sort of be back. You know, that what? Like it was $22 for Canadian dollars, mind you, for 50 sheets of 6x9. Like that's affordable. You can do like swatches on that and videos, and it was good paper. I'm really trying to work my way through my stash of paper. It's progressing well. I miss those pre-cut bee paper sheets, right? I know. Like, they were so practical for everything. Hey, Chaz! Salut, Chablis! Hello, Lamine! C'est cute. Ok, sont où mes snacks? Chaz is back. Their accordion is my favorite sketchbook, I think, ever. Huh. Okay, so question for you guys. Accordion the instruments, yes or no? A lot of stores have been carrying the Be Creative sketchbooks, several types for different medium, but those aren't pure cottons. I don't think I've seen the cotton stuff back yet. They had a sketchbook that was pure cotton. It was the black and blue one, I think. So yeah, what happened is that Bee Paper was bought out by another company, and they were supposed to pick up the production of the pre-cut Bee Paper for watercolor paper. But then COVID happened, and I'm assuming that they had cute. They had sourcing issues. And now some of their products seems to be back. Their Instagram account is sort of more active, but I haven't seen any of the watercolor cotton paper back. Just looked up and it's the part of Scary Movie 2 where the cat is kicking Cindy's bum. I haven't seen Scary Movie 2. Oh, stretch! Il s'est stretché les pattes avant. C'est rare. Oh, t'as un ami! Asti qui cute! Jazz has just laid down in the sun in front of our window. That's a shame. It really is. Il est tellement beau. I had a traveler's notebook accordion on my trip, and I only have 3 panels filled, but I took pictures and notes. Ooh! How did you like the accordion notebook? Someone just called to Chaz and he's walking towards them with his tail in the air. Just like, hi, hello, will you pet me please? It's hilarious. He just flopped down and they left, and I wonder if he will follow them or if he will come back. He's such a fun little cat. Okay, so Leanne Goldstream, where she painted a dead bird, reminded me when I tried to save a bird. Oh, ouch, that's rough. Bon, qu'est-ce que je fais? Est-ce que je retourne me coucher? I like it. I have a westbound side in it. Oh, that's nice. That's a good idea. I can hear someone sweet talking Chaz. That's amazing. Yeah. He was all happy with, you know, the antenna up in the air. I don't know where he went though. Oh, cute! Wow, box of paint, that's rough. Went on a date once and was asked to get ice from the freezer, where I was greeted with his pet parrot waiting for the taxidermy. Ooh. I definitely should have warned you. Oh, that's really intense, Val. Ouch. No, what was chilling was the taxidermy. Pumpish. He was a car salesman, should have been all the info I need. That sounds like a good story, honestly. It has really interesting key elements. I need water. Trust your instincts, kids. What's your favorite fall thing to do? So I didn't hear anyone mention their opinion of accordions, like the instrument. I'm really excited because I series from they often have like pastry products from local bakeries, and they are offering this week Quingaman, and that's a special like pastry from Bretagne, Brittany. It's Breton. And it's basically just flaky, buttery croissant dough with caramelized sugar. And I'm really excited to try it out. We were ignoring that. That was our opinion. Okay, fair enough. My favorite thing to do is look at the dressed up kids knock on my door on Halloween, and I just open the window and the candy in front of their face. Oh, wow. I looked it up. It appears to be creative watercolor sketchbooks are pure cotton, but Aquabee watercolor pads are not. Okay. I'm in Texas. Every day is scary Halloween. And I'm not seeing any of the pre-cut cotton bee paper anywhere thus far. Ah, let's go with that. It's a slightly suspicious looking muffin. There, I think I managed to hide the suspiciousness of it. We made pierogi last night and used the leftover dough. Sugar pies! And happy to pat my own back because they hit the spot. Oh, that's great! Though pierogi dough is not exactly the same as pie dough. Terra muffins. Ah, sugar pies. They don't make them, haven't had any in forever. Kinda miss it. Or, I mean, they don't make them dairy-free. Oh, my art supply discovery on my trip was Sea White of Brighton cartridge paper sketchbook. Oh, they have cartridge paper sketchbook. Cartridge paper is really awesome for ink as far as I remember. Back, my brother made cookies. Ooh! It was not the same though, but we didn't use eggs, so it was a bit sort of crunch to it. Like a sugar pie, we're talking about the same thing, right? How did you make the sugar filling? Sorry. By the way, flour tortillas make really efficient pizza dough. It's supposed to be pizza, but it doesn't look like anything really. The real ones were leftover pie though. But inside I used my granny's recipe, which was sugar, cinnamon, and butter. Realized I forgot vanilla after I sealed them. So are they like Pop-Tarts? Or hand pies? Or mini calzones with... Oh, I know what it reminds me of. They call them non-space leftover pie dough that you flatten out and you put butter, sugar, cinnamon, and then you roll it up and then you cut it into slices. So you have these sort of spiral thingies like that where you have all the butter and sugar and cinnamon in the middle, and then this part is sort of closed on itself, and when you bake them, all the sugar, butter, cinnamon sort of caramelize and the pie dough cooks, so it gets all flaky and good. In French we call them bête de sart, which is basically, instead of nun's pastry, would be nun's fart. But go figure. Sugar pies around here is actually like a pie. Like an apple pie crust, you know, like a big crust. They don't have any crust on the top. They're sort of open top pies, but it's basically a filling of brown sugar, cream, maybe they put an egg in there, like vanilla, and then when they bake it, this stuff like cooks, and it's become a bit more like less watery. So basically when you cut it, you have like a filling that is pure sugar. It's amazing, mind you. It's delicious, and sometimes people eat it with whipped cream. But yeah. But had a bubbly, flaky outside. Sugar had partially hardened around the inside dome, and the rest was gooey cinnamon caramel. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. It sounds like what a Pop-Tart should be. Oh, I'm hungry again. Oh, dude. Ours were definitely hand pies growing up. That sounds like something we used to have, but brain is struggling. Like shoe fly pie. But what's a shoe fly pie? That sounds... That's a really odd name when you don't know what it is. We also have a version of this that is made with maple syrup because, I mean, Canada. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Oh, show fly pie is good. Shoe fly pie is crumbly topping with molasses, poured over it, then baked. Ooh! There is a pie that was at every kind of county church, etc. event, and it was basically solidified brown sugar and cream. Yep. Also, I'm starting to doze off, so it may not be all here if you... Oh, that's okay. If you need to rest, you need to rest. That takes precedence over everything else. Solidified brown sugar and cream. You can, if you boil it enough, solidified brown sugar and cream becomes that white fudge thing. Sugar is amazing. Like, depending on how hot you boil it, it changes texture so drastically. Sorry. Cats keep climbing on my lap, then off. And their indecision is really beginning to hurt my feelings. Aww. Are you missing some key element like a soft blanket on your lap, or I don't know what else? Did Timmy fall in a well again? Oh. Otto! Hello! So happy to see you. How are you? It's so windy today, that's really nice. Well, I don't know, I'm wrapped in hotel comforter, my lap is clear, I'm happy to pat and coo and pamper them. What more do they want? Food? Probably. Always a safe guess. Sorry I'm late, a friend called to check on me. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. With much, it's a really tranquil little stream so far. Basically doodled a bunch of nonsense and talking about desserts and fall food and Chaz. Chaz was here earlier. Not being to shut up. Oh, never feel like you have to shut up in the chat, guys. Well, I didn't show Chaz, so he didn't miss much. But he came over and then someone started sweet talking him from the sidewalk, his tail up in the air. Super happy. And then, I don't know, he went on his Chaz business. And I was also telling the brief story of how he was chilling in front of the window this morning and someone came over in the pathway to talk to him and pet him. And they ultimately picked him up and left with him. So I was like, oh, I guess that's one of his humans then. So I kind of sort of met one of Chaz's humans. I think, maybe. Chaz is such a gorgeous little boy. We learned Chaz knows nothing of stranger danger. It really depends. Like, he doesn't go towards everyone. But apparently the person talking to him on the sidewalk was okay. And the person who picked him up was probably his human. I hope. But, I mean, he came back after, so... Trying to see if I have a photo of Chaz. Oh, I have one. There. This is the kitty in question. He's such a cute little boy. He's such a sweet boy, but he's, at the same time, he always gets chased away by the other cats that walk around. So, I'm like, oh. Like, he will be chilling here and another cat will show up and will run after him. And he will flee. Them suckles. Yeah, he has teeny tiny socks. And a bit of a bib. That looks like a serious threat. Yeah. Silly boy, like, crossed the street without checking first, and I went after him to make sure he was okay. And he came to me, like, with that strut, and I was like, Dude, you gotta be more careful. Oh my gosh, you guys, I fell asleep holding my phone watch. I hope you had a good nap, Mikey. It's a drowsy kind of day. That's a fair point. Though it's really nice out today. I usually feel more drowsy when it's sort of gray and rainy. My sister's cat went for a walk and is totally content being an inside kitty now. Oh my gosh. She was totally fine, but apparently did not have a good time. Oh, poor little girl. I hope she's snip snipped. Spayed. Pack my dogs decided they wanted some outside time. Oh. Oh, that reminds me, we also saw someone this week bringing home their cat, like bringing the cat inside from the outside. And they were basically holding the cat like this. You know, like the long sausage cat. And it really cracked us up. Cat was being like, ah, shoot. Long boy. Yeah. Hey, hi, Dude. Hello. Always cracks me up, like picking up the cats like that. I never do it for long because I figured that's not super comfy. But like they stretch out so long. And it's not like they can wiggle around all that much. They got no purchase or anything. Oh yeah, that was funny. Oh, also, mind you, I sent you the... I told you on Twitter too, but I finished the Patreon paintings. Quite happy to be finished with them. I drew one of those long cats by accident for the proms and left it because it was too cute. That's a really excellent reason. Cat bodies are weird, seriously. You never fully grasp just how weird until you spend your days with cats. Didi is so long that when we tried to pick her up when going to get nails trim or whatever, her rear paws were still on the table. She was pulling a wet noodle on us. Oh, don't worry about it, Otto. It's just that I was about to show them again, and I think these are really fun to do, so I guess I will have to ask Mr. E for more suggestions. He's good at them, apparently. I always try to hold up the cat butt so they're not dangling in gravity. Yeah. I mean, when I do the long... I sometimes do that with them, like, I will pick them up under the armpits, but they still have their... like, their legs. And I will make them dance a bit. Like, basically just wiggle, wiggle. And they're like, why? Why are you doing this to me? The amount of time in the day that I ask, how are you doing that? And where are your legs? Running on gag thingy where we try to figure out which letter she's trying to be. Like, one of her recurring one is the J. Because for some really obscure reason, her butt and her face are in the same direction. And we're like, how is that comfy, kitty? Like, where's your spine and all that? The recent photo of Bear, oh, where? Where is Bear? Oh. Ding-a-ling. Those doodles are so precious. Doodling is such an underrated activity. It's so helpful to figure out stuff. Bear does the toddler thing and stands up and taps. Oh, oh. Yeah, when I pick them up, I kind of have to grab them by the... I grab them by under the arms, but they're super quickly, like... safely, like, supported. Benny weighs 16 pounds, but when he doesn't want to be picked up, he weighs 160 pounds. Yeah, they become all limp and heavy. Oh yeah, is it the one where he was on his back, like all sprawled out, and Emmy was next to him in a cute little loaf slash donut? Where his leg and vampire teeth. Yeah. We do that to scoop him up like ice cream. Yep. Yonk. It's really funny because I can sort of scoop the cats up and have like their like they're sort of resting. How can I say this? Okay, this is a human torso with a shoulder, other shoulder and neck. And the cat is basically like, the head is here, the front paws are safely on the shoulder, and you sort of support them with that hand. And usually this one is like this, okay? I don't know if you can sort of understand. But Mr. E is, they won't let him pick them up like that. So when he picks up Pecco, hold on, I'm trying to draw it. It's not. So that's basically how Pecco likes to be picked up from Mr. E. When she lets him pick her up, so Mr. E's hand will be here. And Pico will be like sprawled out on each side of his arm like that. Or she will climb on his back. But she won't have all limbs dangling. Like she will sort of put her hind legs on, like folded over and on his belly. She's more like a panther, while Pico looks like an alien, a weird thingy with paws. Oh yeah, the scarf thing is also occasionally in trend. Monorail Pico. Yeah, that's a really good description of it. But she will absolutely try to, like, do the pause. And we're like, why? Why? What kind of cat are you? My little English Cocker Spaniel used to do the arm lift. When Amy does that over our legs, we joke that she thinks she's a lion in a tree. Yeah! We call that the panther look, so I guess that's the same idea. Sometimes backwards, so she could look behind from my waist. So you're basically holding a dog butt, I guess. Assuming the position for emergency bath, I sit on folding stool in tub, Dex curls up in my lap, usually resting front paws on my forearm, and I'm using washcloth to clean the... Aww. Little stubtail with the tuft was all I could see. Do you often... oh yeah, they like to step in paint. I was trying to remember, like, usually baths are not exactly mandatory for cats, but I was like, why do Alex has to always clean them up? And I remembered that the paint stuff. I think we go lion because Annie has a lion hat. And in the never-ending comic strip of my mind, it's a comic. Aww. Aww. Poor Dex. You're quite fortunate that it is not trying to claw you to rip it. And water is not always a good mix. Trying to remember what Scouts look like when, like, she really enjoys being rubbed on the, not just the neck, but the a bit on the torso as well. And she will stretch her neck so far out so that we can scratch her there, and she holds perfectly still. She's like, yes please, human. That's the spot. Dexter had 3-4 this summer. Aw. All but the most recent were from paint. Last one, he was sick from probably stealing food and needed a bum wash. Oh no, poor boy. Last bath he was so upset he embedded nails in my back. Ooh. Trying to clean up pets is always such a big ordeal for everyone involved. Like, I'm doing this for you. You're dirty. I'm helping. Gasping, oh, such a good boy. You're doing so good, and having handsome help remove him. Mother's love right there. Yeah. Can you please remove the claws that are embedded in my shoulder? Trying to think of other little doodles to do. Sorry. Oh, I know. Sorry. So that's basically the cats this week. They both wanted to sleep on the same blanket, which is fine. Like, Scout won't mind, but Pico hates it. She doesn't like Scout. She wants nothing to do with her if she can. So I had to make sure the blanket was like extra roomy and only folded like in half, so that both cats could go sleep on it like sillies. Cat with hind leg lifted overhead while sitting, like trying to wash their bum but distracted. I got tiny travel desk easel for travels too, because I asked myself, why would I make a hotel stay worse? Emergency bath, so tiny travel desk easel was got. Yeah, you need to reward yourself as well, like not just treats for the cats, but treats for the ginger too. Polishes can still be alright, but thankfully easier to manage. Yeah, definitely. Bum washes are really hard to do. I'll try to do the hind leg thing, because that's seriously always funny when they do that. You're like, what an absurd pause are you in? I think that's basically it. They basically are like, what? There was a night Amy plotted revenge. Oh no. Oh, we tried the blanket folded in half tactic, and then one of the boys got in between the layers and it could only be one at a time. I think trying to wash cat paws would scare me. Cat paws not so much, because it's... Well, maybe if it was only me. I'm always in my head like it's the two of us, so that's like two people, that's much easier. One can hold the cat. And washing paws, they would try to remove their paw, but you would probably need less restraining than if you tried to wash their bum. Hey, lab accident, hi! I found a nanny cam footage of us having to put her post-surgery onesie on, and think I can just play that on repeat for Halloween. was she like yelling? What? I kind of want to see that. Everybody has to have a separate cushy place. Ugh, tell me about it. For the pups, we have one of those tubes with bristles in it, and it's amazing, but I wouldn't dare try it. Wait, what is that? Oh, I don't know if the stream has issue. Is anyone else having issues with the stream repeating itself? There's a church bells going at the moment. I know. Hold on, let me check the stream stats. Oh no. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Blah 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 blah. No, go away. That's fine. Well. Yeah, I think it's the stream issue. I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix it, but it's probably the connection that is a bit too slow, like my connection. So the stream loops a bit to try and cover for that. YouTube, stop helping. Definitely. The foot washer looks like a big plastic cup with a rubber insert and it's gross. Ooh, that sounds clever. Also, I think like cat paws and dog paws are really different. I would much rather have this with this tubby glitches than the cut-ups it normally gets. Oh. I'll check if it's a bit better now. So stupid. Let me check something. Oh. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust the camera too. It's a bit washed out. That's annoying. I might cut it short if it's too unwatchable or too annoying. Severity of emergency bath often is based on the individual paint stepped in and the beans affected. Aww. I've only really had to dip his toes in the water once, and he assumed I was murderizing him. Cats are a bit silly. Like, if you try to put their paws in water to wash it, they will really fight it. But if there's something weird in a small pool of water, they will willingly paw at it. Like they will get their paw wet on their own, but if you try to wet their paw yourself to clean them up, it's a crime. It's not to the point of annoying. Okay, good. Let me know if it gets worse or maybe better, but better I should be able to see. Worse is more difficult for me to... I'm so thankful we super duper desensitized them when they were little, because I fully recognize that emergency bath could be way, way worse. It's not annoying at all. I just thought I would ask because I wasn't sure if I should reboot the stream. I tried to see if refreshing my streaming page would help, but it still gives me this sort of error message that the sort of bitrate of the stream is low. Ours are fascinated by the bath, but the way our plumbing works, the sink makes crazy noises when you drain it, and they both love their friend in the drain. That's hilarious. I can really picture it in my head. Wet operas. If meowing is for people, then I can only assume there is a person down there saying hi. Aww. Our cats get really, really flustered when either we have like a sort of a FaceTime-like call going on the phones, like the way it sounds, or if there's a message on the answering machine and we're playing it out loud, they get absolutely like completely flustered by it. They will show up, have like worried look on their face non-stop. And it's always like, why? Like, they don't do that for the TV, they don't do that for if we watch regular videos on our phones. It doesn't affect them so, but if it's like a FaceTime call or a Facebook Messenger call, any kind of call on the phone that is on the speakers, and yeah, the answering machine. Because we still have an answering machine. Hey, Kevin! How are you? I'm trying to think of what else I could draw. If there is the sound of a kitten, then Emmy is super alert. Oh, really? But Bear isn't really bothered by much. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I have 2 female cats, and they don't react to sounds of kittens, really. So I wonder if Emmy is like that because she had kids. And until a cat has, like, kids, they maybe don't connect that sound with anything. Especially since the FaceTime call can acknowledge them directly, and that's what freaks them out. I don't know, because they don't... People on the call, they don't talk to the cats. They talk to, like, us. Humans. And we can be in, like, a separate room. They will come over and yell at the phone. I can draw a badger. It's been a while since I've drawn a badger, so I hope I'm not too rusty. I need to figure out how to draw. Hold on. Like... Not anthropomorphized badgers like real badgers, because they have such a fun body shape. Badger, badger, badger. Did you happen to check out the comic I do with Mr. E, or Mr. E does with me? Jellybean, because if you like badgers, the chapter we are posting at the moment has many drawings of badgers in it. And Mr. E draws really cute badgers. We have badger kids! And the kids are so freaking cute! I love their body shape, they're so funny. The mother instinct is super strong. If I watch the cat genius, she's fine until they show a kitten meowing, and then she's all over the TV. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
We have another visitor. T'as rien à dire? Non? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Mon Dieu Seigneur, il parle pas. I've had multiple friends say videos of Dexter's songs make their cat alarm for the well-being of their wounded comrades. Ah, voilà! Hein? Hein, Tom? Si tu veux. Pour vrai? Oh, ouais. I'm not great at drawing badgers, so I always get excited when someone else draws them well. I did. I really did. I'm glad you liked it. Yay. It's a fun twist on the Arabian Nights plot point of telling a story of night two-piece domineering. Yeah, that's always that was the sort of the way the story turns out. Even if not necessarily all chapters end up having a story per se. I'm glad you liked it. Yay. Window cat, hold on. Why? Drame.
T'aurais-tu voulu jouer avec eux?
Ouais, je vais faire, c'est pas... Ça a attiré une scout, par exemple.
Ah.
Salut! Es-tu en train de lui jaser?
C'est ça. Allô? Ben oui, Fred. T'es creusé la face.
Oh, ouais. Toi aussi. Time for some munchies. Ah, ouais, Tom. Pour vrai. Ah, ça n'a pas de bon sens. Et que c'est dur la vie de Tom. En plus, toi, t'es chiante. On se comprend. Je pose dans tout. Toi aussi. Oh! Incidentally, the stream should be better now. Mr. E uh-oh is always promising. Meow! Yeah, that was Tom. Hold on, let me see if I can sort of quickly snap a pic before he goes away. Okay. So that's basically the window. Scout rushes over because she wants snacks, and Tom shows up because he wants snacks. So love me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Temptations is a much better name than Dreamies. I don't know why they switched the name. Like, it's the same thing. Don't pause now. No, I just had to go get some snacks for the cat. Wait, what? No data? What? Oh, you stupid connection.
Problème de connexion?
Ouais, Internet, mon streaming est un peu caca.
Tu veux-tu que j'arrête de streamer en même temps? Oui.
Oh, on a pas l'impression que ça...
Je vais arrêter, on va voir.
Tu le fais d'habitude, ça change rien. Fait que...
Peut-être que ça en a moins aujourd'hui, c'est peut-être...
Love me, hold me, feed me, please.
Aigu.
Oh, allô la fille! So yeah, Tom comes over, yells for food. We get him a couple of snacks, he eats them, and then he leaves. That's usually how it goes. How is our gung-ho for temptations? We have learned about cat anatomy thanks to their love of temptations. Oh no, that's true. Yeah, I mean, Scout would probably move mountain and seas to get to temptations. She's ridiculously in love with them, even if they're terrible for her, because first ingredient is like powdered chicken. So that's already great, powdered chicken, yay. But I'm like, I always try to give her as few as possible, but if I don't give her any, like, she will kill me in my sleep or something. Oh, the stream. Is it better now? This is funny. I took my 16th set of Sunnet on the train because I was being careful to not take my expensive supplies. Oh, seriously, the connection is all over the place. It was excellent 2 seconds ago, and now it's back to error. Like, Pico enjoys the temptations, but if she's comfy, she might not like get up to beg for some. I always give her one if I give one to Scout because, I mean, she's so cute. But yeah, Scout will like come from wherever she is. It's like the gold egg when Easter egg. I mix a few in with some kibbles when we play hide and seek. Aww. Like, I wish they kind of make like human style dreamy / temptation snacks. Like, often they're cereals, like pockets filled with some chocolatey stuff. But I'm absolutely in favor of having more food that is basically a pocket with gooey stuff inside. Or not gooey, just soft stuff. Like, the cat treats smell awful and they don't look good as a human. But dude, if you give me something that is carbs, sugar, and fat in the same like presentation, I will eat it. Okay, so Okini says, I took my 16 set of sonnet paints on the train because I was being careful to not take from Leningrad. I whip out my sonnet paints and explain about getting them. He has complete spasm of delight that someone in the US has Russian paint. Try doing that with Crayola. Oh, yeah. That's quite the same thing. They do have those. Really? Something crunchy, something creamy. Oh yeah, that's the best combo. That's basically what the Kinder Bueno. Oh, I'm hungry. My stream is fixed at 1:44 and when I try to change it, it just hangs. Yeah, it still has errors. Like in case this is too. But my stream preview has the circle thingy too. Unhappy face. Kinder Hippos, Kinder Buenos. Do you guys have Kinder Buenos? They kind of look like that too, but they come in a sort of bar of 4 of them. Bit hard to draw. Won't look good, but. And then there's the last one. So that's not a very good view of them, but let's say on the side they really look like this. And they're connected to another one, and there's like 4 of them. And it's basically chocolate covered, but it's the same kind of waffle material in there, and it has like hazelnut cream in it. I think they've been having issues like with supplies for the Kinder Buenos because they very rarely have them at the drugstore now. Mind you, it's the same idea with a Ferrero Rocher. Oh, by the way, Boxapane, did you see that I made you a Rocher emoji? I kind of really like the analogy of being like a Rocher in the sense that it's a spiky, hard-looking exterior, but inside is just gooey sweetness. I thought that was too good to pass. Dear YouTube, I hate you. Apparently there's a shortage of chai. My local cafe had a big sign saying they have no chai. Blasphemy. What? Dude, I need to get you some Kinder Buenos then. It's the first time I saw that they have Kinder Buenos. See, that they have. They have like a single pack for Halloween where you basically just get one of these segments in a small bag. And it's for Halloween, but that's a bit wasteful. I was also checking for weird special crisps to send to Otto. And I saw that Cheetos has skeleton Cheetos. So there's like 4 shapes, they say. One is a skull. One was the rib cage, and it looked a bit silly. It was basically a bit like this, I think, with like holes. And they had one that was a bone. And I don't remember what the 4th shape is. I need to draw a badger, still. Trying to find the Halloween Cheetos. Yeah, they're bag of bones. Huh. Yeah, so you have Flaming Hot Bag of Bones. See, the 4th shape is like quite like the monster snack. It's supposed to be a hen, I guess. And they also have like white cheddar. They only had the white cheddar ones at the drugstore. And I was like, like cheese, cheap cheese. Hey, what Cheetos? Oh, skelly Cheetos. Yeah, bag of bones. Although, like, that's not particularly Canadian, so I don't know. In our last snack box, we got ketchup ghosts. It was the only thing spooky related, but flipping around, they were good. Ooh, who made those? They sound good. Okay, badgers. Ça fluctue vraiment.
Ça n'a pas fait de différence.
Non. Hey, Lucine! Hello! Yeah, the stream is a bit capricious today, so if you notice that it's loading or like the cog of death is there, that's an issue that's happening with the stream. The box is made up of snacks from a different country each month, but I thought of you. Have a screen. Oh yeah. Who made ketchup ghost? Was it Canadian? Who else has ketchup flavored stuff? Hey, YZ, hello! Again, I will repeat my warning, but YZ, it's the stream is a bit capricious today, so if you notice that there's loading or whatnot. That's just the stream today. And it's on collaborative. There's this Kelly candy too, like straight sugar but shaped as bones. Is it a bit like, you know, the garbage candy? They come in like this little plastic garbage bin with the lid, and you pop it out and there's bones. I remember there's like a dead fish. I think there's a can. I don't remember what else came in those garbage. But it's like hard sugar. Did anyone have any issues with the recent Twitch cyber attack? I have not. They were sort of the texture of rice crackers mixed with a prawn cracker. Oh, interesting. Did anyone purchase Roman Schmall from the Jackson sales? Oh, no, I had to limit myself, but I took a good long look at everything. That means like the super awesome palette is also included in the sale, and I was like, oh, that's such a good deal. Stupid sales coming the same month. The dentist sends me a whooping bill. Ugh. I don't remember a garbage themed one, but it was a hard sugar similar to candy. Yeah. That's the same kind of candy, but ours. Hold on. Garbage candy. Did you guys see the garbage pail influencers cards that they made? I thought it was funny. So it's literally garbage can D. That's the kind of thingy. So you get like a plastic garbage shaped container filled with candy. And the candies are... Oh, it's a bottle. A can of soup, a bottle, and a dead fish. No bones, really? I thought there was a bone in there. Oh, there is a bone in there. Oh, no, it's a fish. Oh, no, it's a bone. Okay. So, a bottle, fish, bone, a shoe. Yeah, that was a shoe. That's true. Hey, Ari! Hello! I'm so tempted to buy that super awesome palette. It's really nice, right? I couldn't remember what were the Roman Schmall really good unique ones. And that's it? Or in general? They have many unique colors. Okay, I need to go back to the Badgers. Oh, in general. Oh. They're yeah, they have quite a few. I don't know if you want suggestions of colors or if you're just trying to avoid the sale, but I think it's still going on. So They have a very unique perylene green. They have two. One of them is quite unique. Potter's Pink is lovely. Well, they have the, if that's your kind of thing, but the Malachite, Lapis Lazuli, and Vivianite colors. The Ocean Blue is a really interesting mix of, what is it? Is it PBR 7? No, it's PBR 24 and PB 15, I think. It's a really interesting color. They're mineral violet, all the shadow violet light. Yeah, Viridian. Maybe others will have suggestions. Their Anthraquinone Scarlet is pretty too. Oh no, my phone went to sleep. Man, European badgers have such a fun face. With the big nose. It's so cute. My mental notes say the cherry red is lovely, but not as punchy as you hope it will be. Huh. I mean, they're quite great if you're trying to limit the amount of Daniel Smith paints you use, because they have good dupes for Undersea Green and Moonglow and all that. Oh yeah, Roman Schmal Aquarius Black. That one is lovely. Beep! Yeah, there was a sound of someone breaking really suddenly and then a beep. Now, if you hear weird noises now, it's the Chihuahua nearby. I think. The only difficulty in using an A to B pencil is that you can't really put your hand down on your page anywhere once you've covered it with scribbles. I'm sorry. Ooh. I'm getting hungry for real now. All our stupid talk of delicious things. Oh, what was something delicious you ate this week? I ate oxygen. Honestly, not much beats good old Kraft mac and cheese. Oh, hey! Chablis! Chaz is back! Hello! Oh, what a cute little guy. Chablis, t'es à travers le moustiquaire. On ne voit pas super bien. This dude. I made pecan turtles and we got a care package of Scottish tablet. Oh my gosh. Both of those sound amazing. Green tea cake with black cherry whipped cream. Whoa, that sounds super fancy. Oh, look at that face. I know, right? He's such a cute little guy. He's a really teeny tiny, like, not scrawny, but really lean kitty. But he has a good big face. Thinking about getting a couple of Romanchmal watercolors. Ooh, now's a good time. Do you know what kind of colors you want to get, Ari? If you can have 10,000 calories on your anniversary, when can you? Just adopted 2 cats to date? What? What? We need details. We need more. Tell us more. Oh, shabby poo. He's like dozing a bit in the sun. That's adorable. How did you make the caramel in the pecan turtles box of paint? Did you cook it yourself? Oh, cute. T'es un ami maintenant. Asti, il est trop cute. Flip. I cheated this time and used Rolos. Oh, that's a good cheat. That's a really legit cheat. That's the proper consistency. Thanks. There are sibling kittens, one black and one tortoiseshell. Super adorable. Ah! Congratulations! That sounds so freaking cute. You know, if you are a member of our Discord server, or if you're interested in joining, we have a channel over there where you can post pictures of your pets. So if you feel a need to post a zillion pictures of your new kittens, you can do so there. Just saying. Aw, and good luck. Tortoise shells can be a good handful and a half. They're adorable, but they're super temperamental. That's not cheating, that's priorities. I agree. Toast the pecans and melt the Rolo on top at the same time. And then more chocolate. Ooh, that's clever. That's really clever. Saved a bunch of time and effort, definitely. Off-topic question. For an orange underglaze, what color would you suggest for the shading? If I understand properly, I think you might try going with the complementary color for the shading. Like, so if it's orange, it would be a blue. Yeah, if the Discord is free, it's super fun. No pressure. If you want to join, you're welcome. If it's too much, that's perfectly fine too. Oh my gosh, a black kitten and tortoiseshell. What a cute combo! I would definitely do tries on a separate piece of paper jelly bean, like have a couple of swatches of the orange glaze color and then try layering colors on top. See what looks good. Like if a blue is too neutralizing, then you can either try more of a bluish green or more of a violet color. See what that looks like. Really depends. I really love how black cats are basically like a black shape with big round eyes. I'm working a sentient void. I'm working on a painting based off some Caturday prompts and started with an orange base and got stumped on the shading. Yeah, that's difficult, though you can go many ways. The only way I would maybe try to avoid is to shade with black. Just because it tends to make everything a bit more flat. But yeah, if you are going for something that is more of a like limited palette, well, perhaps then you could use like a sort of a brown for the shadows, or if it's a full range of color, then I think doing what I would do personally is really like paint a swatch of the orange and try colors on top of it, see what I like. It sounds like a good challenge. I like to call them voidlings. Or nuggets in French, so boulette. Oh, I don't shade with black or gray, it gets too muddy. Yeah, I agree. I don't really like it. I like doing color shading, but sometimes I'm indecisive and I'm not great with color theory, so thank you for the suggestions. Oh, I hope it helps. If you have any more questions, you can ask on the Discord. Maybe someone else will have some sort of insight. Whoa, what? Something just went boom outside. I find use for black colors, black paint when I paint black cats, but aside from that, or I mean, any cat that has black on them, like torty, calico, black cat, like tuxedo, all that. Kind of need a black for that, but aside from that, I don't really use black. Stream totally not loading now. Ah, it's a garbage stream. Is it back? It tells me it has an excellent connection. That thing is high. I want what YouTube is having. Here's another thought experiment. I got sassed talking to someone else with aphantasia. When I mentioned the swirl of colors and things when I close my eyes, but how do you explain what you actually see on your closed eyelids? My eyes don't stop working, so I see my eyelids, but light still get through. Yeah, when I close my eyes, I don't see anything. It just, well, dark. I refreshed the page and seems to be okay now. Okay, phew. I've been sketching daily using watercolor pencils, huh? Today we moved sketching the mostly gray cats in their gray and black carriers as we were all tucked away in the truck with black interior. Let's sketch with just bizarre monochrome. So there are patterns and colors, but it's not imaginary, it's what I see. Yeah, I mean, I see nothing, so if I think of stuff, it's imaginary. It's not there per se, but like I know what a tomato looks like, so if I try to visualize a tomato, I won't see it, but I will still bring to mind the description of a tomato. I don't see anything when I close my eyes. To see things in my mind's eyes, it's like I'm looking through the screen of reality to the scene I want to see. I do still see faint colors when I close my eyes. Oh, that's fortunate. Yeah, I don't see anything. If there's colors, it's because there's a light in front of my eyes, and like the light goes through the eyelids and it registers the color of, well, red blood. Yeah, mostly red, which is probably the flesh and veins in my lids. Yeah. That's always an unusual conversation, but just because others don't see it doesn't mean it isn't real. I just realized, trying to defend myself, that it's a really hard thing to explain. Yeah, but I mean, if someone is like, I can sort of understand the concept of when you close your eyes, you see things. But I can't say I've experienced it myself. It's like, I feel like with a Fantasia, you kind of have to know what things are like. You cannot see them. So you really have to pay attention to, like, it's a bit like taking mental notes that you can maybe go back to try and recall what something looks like. You cannot just try to visualize it. No, wait, we're talking Phosphines. What is that? Phosphines? Okay, still, what is that? Oh, not a sound I like. Thanks. You okay? Yeah. Define phosphines. A ring or spot of light produced by pressure on the eyeball or direct stimulation of the visual system other than by light. No, I don't think that's it. I think the thing is that some people can close their eyes and sort of, without any kind of input or effect, they can see images sort of on the back of their eyelids. That's what I sort of understand it is, because it's not like that for me. Literally everything is gatekeepers. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I agree, Jellybean. Like the picture that goes around, there's a few pictures, but they basically have various degrees of like what someone sees. And that was like, at first I was like, I couldn't understand that people were actually seeing images on sort of on the back of their eyelids. I was like, oh, you're trying to picture it in your head and you can see something in your mind's eye, but I think it's just more literal than that. When someone says, now imagine if I move this desk here and that garbage can over there, I see. You can't really visualize that. See, I can sort of understand that better. Because if I can look at the said desk and said garbage can, I think I can sort of recreate the scene better, but yeah. Makes it really difficult to draw from like, you either need some visual reference or a really good memory. They may as well be speaking a different language. sorry. Try it out for me, and I understand it, but I still have no idea what it will be like until I've moved. Huh, interesting. I think also people are just not always aware of how their conversation patterns default to tribalism and gatekeeping. Just because what your experience is different doesn't mean you are. I can't do visualization. When someone used to say, picture yourself on a sunlit beach. I didn't get the picture. I went directly to sand in this suit. If you tell me picture yourself on a sunlit beach, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a picture. It's sort of either brings back like images I've seen of a sunlit beach, or like vague memories of being sunburned. I don't know, like if I had never been to a beach, would I be able to bring forth that feeling? Probably not. What is tribalism actually? My therapist is what helped me realize that I don't see in my head, but when we found the non-visual way of working it out, that was awesome. T'as encore un ami? Oh, il est parti.
Il vient de partir.
Il vient de partir. Il est parti vers la gauche?
Droite.
Droite. Tribalism in its simplest form, us versus them. Oh, okay. Ugh. The answer, hold on, blip, 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 blip. Okay, the answer is still visual in theory, but it's one that's tactile. All memories are close. Huh. And some close suck and bring back this or that memory, but it's just close. And I look and put back. Huh. Us versus them in literally every sense of the phrase. Ugh, gatekeepers. People are literally DMing me saying I should forgive my... What the Hold on, wait, what? Ew. Ah. DMing is direct messaging. Like, do you really... Like, are you really DMing people that crap the day after a bereavement? Dude, any day. I mean, after a bereavement is even more tactless. But it's none of their freaking business. Oh my gosh, I hate that stuff. In general, it's like, who are they to tell you what to do? I mean, what the F? Please feel free to give them my contact info and I'll be happy to explain it to them. I've been so mad lately by the butt trumpets. I won't listen to anything that is called butt trumpets. That's a really good name, actually. Wow, that's another... It's a brand new level of what the effery. Damn it. Oh yeah, that's spam. People are literally DMing you. Where are they DMing you? What the... What? You're not obligated to forgive. Yeah, it's... Doesn't make you more pure. Ugh, oof. I completely agree with you, Jellybean. You know, the pussy form for a reason, I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, yeah. Just name them and I'll punch them. Do you think there are religious types that are telling me to forgive? Well, it would fit the bill. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of them were. I agree with you, Val. And I mean, even if it... Let's pretend for a second that everything should be forgiven. It's not for other people to tell you when to do it and how to do it. It's really something that everyone has to figure out for themselves. Repent or be damned. I'll be damned, thank you. If it means I don't get to spend eternity with you, I'll take it. Ugh, so stupid. I would totally understand if someone was struggling to let go of an issue then. Yes, then you need to do things to move on, but this has literally happened yesterday. But you know, dude, no. Who? Did you? Where did you mention it? Is it on... Ping you a link to the angry thing. Changing topic, but nice hands have. I should practice that. They are really, really difficult to draw. Like, I struggled forever until like the moment where it became easier for me to draw hands was after a job where I had to draw an insane amount of hand, and it was cartoony hands, so it really helped to sort of understand the like what reads well, because like I wonder if it's related to aphantasia, but one of the struggles I have is that it's like I know how a hand works, I know how it works, what it looks like on a technical level, but when I try to draw it, I don't find it looks good. So what I struggle to do is to trim it down into shapes that are interesting or a great silhouette. So working with cartoon hands for a long time, you really focus more on the shapes and the silhouette. So that has helped. Like, it's not actually useful to know all the bones in the hands, really, unless you really want to draw realistically. But there's a couple of things that you learn that are really quite interesting, and those are the things that you got to keep in mind. But for everything else, it's nice to be able to go to a shortcut. Frankly, the forgive everything mentality to explain, not clinging to anger, which will waste you. Oh, no. We had a whole freaking debate on the Discord a long time ago about hating people. Which society will, instead of forcing people to forgive heinous action, try teaching, instead teach people how to cut the offenders? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, recovering is not about letting the people continue stepping on you. That's not recovery. I've flogged them. Yeah! Yeah. You're right, Jellybean. Oh, that's so true. This is a friendly unclench your teeth reminder. What a good callback to the beginning of the stream. Lower your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Stretch your neck around a bit. Why should I be expected to do the work of forgiving them when I didn't do anything wrong? Go hassle the people who did wrong. Yeah. Handsome just poked me because I started grinding. I forgot I had a neck. Yeah, that's the whole thing, is that apparently some people attach really strong values to certain feelings, and they have a really hard time understanding that not everyone will feel like they do or think the same way they do, and they really want to convince you to think like them, and it's like, dude, mind your own business. This has nothing to do with you guys, not you guys in the chat, but but you have to forgive. I don't even have to listen to you. Go mind your own business. Save your teeth, everyone. Hey, Black Serpent, is any of your cat a polydactyl? Does anyone have polydactyl cats in the stream? Just curious. I've got so many opinions about things of this nature, and none of them would be appropriate for me to dive into right now. What you mean? Let's stop trying to force random strangers to listen to our fortune cookie rambles. Oh, you know, live and let live. Sorry, I'm off to church and I'll sing a prayer for everyone, especially us artists. Oh, I don't know if you're serious or joking, Carolyn, but either way, thank you very much for being here and have a nice weekend. I mean, no issue against church-going people as long as they're not trying to convince everyone that they are right and we are wrong. Like, no problem. You need to post that song on the Discord. We have a music channel, so you can probably put it in there, or maybe in the sensitive topic thingy if you think that it's a bit too much. But I mean, if people don't want to hear a song made by butt trumpets, they can not click the link too. Oh my gosh, Lucine, what? So Lucine said, oh god, this reminds me of the guy who told me, apropos of nothing, that, quote, pagans turn away from Christianity because following the precepts and thus being good is too hard for them. How? Or, I mean, people who think that, like, say someone is an atheist, well, if you're an atheist, then you don't have morals. What? Hold on, what? Oh, it is filthy. Oops. Well, send it to me then. I think it's a church. Well, I might have things against the church as an institution personally, but I mean, if someone wants to be Christian, fine. I mean, it's not a guarantee of, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't like give you any warranty of anything. I don't think it means like, oh, say someone is a Christian or anything else, well, automatically they have this and this and that quality of virtue or whatever. But you sort of have to assess everyone from nothing. Ugh, anyway, this is deep stuff. Yeah, bad apples are everywhere. It's not an element that is related directly. Like, there is no correlation between being religious and being a specific type of person necessarily. Not because I'm a Satanist. I'm an atheist because I don't think there's a dude in the sky. And I think the Bible is fiction. That's my stance on the topic, but someone can have a completely different stance, and that's fine, as long as They don't try to convince me of their stance, and I will not try to convince them of my stance. As long as you aren't hurting anyone with your beliefs, then yeah, that's all we ask. Or I mean your lack of beliefs in certain cases, but oh yeah, and I mean like Otto and I were best friends, and I would never even suggest that she should or should not forgive something. Like, that's not for me to decide. That's personal. If I had $1 for every time I got the "We love you, we hate your son," oh, bleh, 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 bleh. Oh, first of all, not a sin. Like they really, some people really assume that sins are absolute things, while in fact sin is just a concept, and they decide what they think is one and what they think is not one. So it's basically irrelevant. Oh, bye, Paulo. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great weekend. Growing up, I was curious about Christianity, so I wanted to learn more, but I got told I wasn't allowed because I was a Buddhist. What? Oh my gosh, what the heck? I don't know, man. Forgiving is such a personal growth or thing to get to. Like, I would also be really skeptical of any like psychologist who would tell me, but you gotta forgive someone. I'd be like, well, we're not gonna see each other again. Bye. Oh, I can't get over the "we love you, we hate your sin." Please be my sugar mommy. Ooh, sugar. I am from a place that uses bacon as a staple ingredient in Peeps. Couldn't see the hypocrisy. Wait, what? Hold on. I hardly had any positive experiences with my therapist. Yeah, it's really difficult. Like, you really have to be lucky and find a good one, but yeah. I 100% believe you can get over something without forgiving. It's such a personal thing, because I don't know, like, I don't see, like, maybe for some people forgiving will really have an effect on them and they sort of need it, but I can also see how for some other people the act itself of forgiving is not really the point. It's delicious and a sin in at least 3. Okay. Oh my gosh, next time I go to the grocery store, I'll take a package of sin, please. had someone explain the biblical concept of sin to me as they tried to codify and then forbid things that hurt others. Because some people didn't get I mean, that's unsettling. Like, I think it's part of, like, growing as a human. Like, I think that with maturity, at some point, you sort of grasp the concept that you should not hurt other people. But oh, that's terrible, Val. What? Yeah, I had one therapist and she was a really nice person, but I don't think she was a good match for me. Of course, we get into a really interesting topic as the stream is sort of on its end. First therapist I worked with for 3 years. I've been with my current one for 1 year and I've made way more progress with her. Yeah. I think there is a weird subconscious thing that makes you think you should stick with your therapist, but finding the right one is a serious game changer. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but well, I can see why, from their point of view, they would suggest you stick with them because they get paid. But everyone I've talked to, with the exception of you guys in the chat, like, most people have told me, oh, but you gotta keep going with them to see if they really fit. And I'm always like, yeah, but no. Especially that it's pricey. Mr. E is munching next to me, and I'm hungry. What's Bunty Peanut?
Bunty Peanut.
He's eating peanuts, honey roasted peanuts. Tu vas-tu te prendre une pomme avec tes peanuts? Tu vas-tu prendre une pomme avec tes peanuts?
Peut-être.
Bonne idée.
Juste avant qu'on parte marcher.
Oh shit, déjà? Okay. Alright, guys. This is a really interesting convo, but I kind of have to sort of end this. I would absolutely get that tattooed. You know what you need best. I completely agree with you, though. But we get told so much that we don't know. But there's like there's still a good amount of stuff that only us can know. Anyway, yeah, we can keep talking about this stuff on Discord. That's really interesting topics. And Val, I don't know if you're on Discord, but yeah, by all means, I think you are. But if you need to talk about stuff or anything, you're absolutely welcome to do so there. We have various channels for like more serious topics or for support and all that. And yes, there's a Livestream after party channel that can be used for continuing this discussion. Lots of love to everyone. Oh, I agree. I would also like to send lots of love to everyone. And I really hope you have a great week. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. I know it's been a bit of a problematic stream from a technical point of view, but I thank you guys for sticking with it and for the fun stuff. Hey, and Chaz is back. So Chaz says, have a good week, people. Have a good weekend, right? What are you saying, Chaz? He's saying claws in the window screen. So yeah, have a good week, people. Have a good weekend. Take care. And we will see each other either on the Discord or here next week. And thank you again. Thank you to Jinja and Otto for being the moderators. And have a good time, everyone. Bye.